Hello everybody, this is Goofsome Fox coming at you with a 700 cost rated match here in the Banshee. We are going to be in Mass Driver Facility for this match here. And yeah, I decided to get the Banshee from the RT store since that has been added recently alongside the Unicorn Gundam. But I don't think I'm going to get the Unicorn because I'm still pretty content at 700 with the Moon Gundam being my main 700 cost general. But for the Banshee here, it is a raid unit, and I really don't have a lot of 700 raids. Also, the Banshee is just my favorite unicorn variant, so I decided, hey, I have quite a few recycle tickets from the drops that they gave us recently, so I thought why not get it, try it out, and see how much I like the suit. And the Banshee has honestly been a pretty mixed bag for me playing it, actually. I've had some really good matches with it, and then I had some really, really poor matches with it. This one here is going to be one of the good ones that I've had, where I really was able to make the most out of this suit, which you'll see at one point when I'm in NCD here. I managed to stay at 1 HP for really a good hot minute, much longer than I was expecting to. But the Banshee is a really cool suit. I'm not one to typically play the unicorns that much. The two I had prior to this were the Phoenix and the Full Armor Unicorn, and unfortunately I'm going to completely whiff that heavy attack there, but I am going to get the next one coming up in a few seconds. But the Banshee, my mindset behind it was, I was kind of thinking I would probably be able to do better with it, because compared to the other suits, well I guess with the Full Armor Unicorn, that suit really doesn't get any major changes to its loadout. But when it comes to suits like the Unicorn and the Phoenix, their loadouts completely switch between both forms, and you have to manage NTD and Awaken, and for 700 I just kind of find it to be a bit too much. That's why I kind of like simpler suits like the New Gundam and the Moon. But the Banshee here, yeah, again, really was able to do quite well with it, especially in this match here. You do have some nice weapons, actually. You do have the Armed Armor BS, that's your ranged main weapon, and that is a pretty standard instant stun beam. You do have the Banshee Arm Beam Saber. They call it the Arm Beam Saber. You do hold it in your hand regularly, but yep, you do have a pretty standard Beam Saber melee weapon. This does have 2 melee swings in regular form, and 3 melee swings when you are on NTD. You have the Head Vulcan Mark III. I believe this is the same Vulcans that all of the unicorns share. Pretty good pair of Vulcans. You can use them while boosting. Does all of these standard Vulcan tricks. You have the Armed Armor VN. That is going to be the fist on the left hand. Or I should say the claw when you're in NTD form. Really just depends what form you're in, how this weapon functions. In your regular form, it does act like a punchy fist. And then when you are in the NTD form, it does become a heavy attack capable claw. So really neat weapon. This is really the only weapon that changes between both the regular and the NTD form. And then you have the Armed Armor BS Discharge, which I just used right here. Yeah, that is pretty much a instant Jirobi beam. You don't have to charge it up or anything. It is a stop to fire weapon, but really I don't find it to be that much of a hassle to use. It's also very nifty with all the Z Gundams running around, because if you can land most of the Jirobi, it will knock Z Gundams out of the sky. So it does have some very nice utility there. And then, yeah, actually, I look at the wiki when I'm trying to read some of this stuff. So yeah, it does have the Armed Armor VN deployed as a separate weapon. That is again the claw when you are in NCD form. So yeah, that's everything for the weapons that the Banshee has. And again, you really just kind of keep all of your weapons, again, with the exception being the claw. The claw is the only weapon that really changes between both forms. Again, unfortunately, I did whiff that downswing there. I tried to get it on the knocked over Z Gundam, but I am charging my heavy attack here, which I believe I'll be able to get on. This C was able to finish him off. Unfortunately, knocked over my teammate Rigacy, so gonna quickly apologize for that. I think in this match, I do accidentally hit a couple of my teammates. I accidentally hit the Sinaju here, trying to go for the heavy attack. Really was just kind of going in with it for this match here, so If you're any of my teammates from this round and you are watching this, I apologize for knocking you guys over. But, yeah. Moving to the one skill I want to talk about is the going to be the NTD ability boost. This does have level 2, while I believe the other unicorns tend to get level 1. And the main thing I can really spot with the level 2 variation is that it does deplete your health slower than the other forms do, and that is for good reason, because the other unicorns, they all get the Awaken skill, which pretty much stops that health drain from happening. The Banshee here does not get that. It just stays in NTD the whole time, meaning that your health is constantly depleting till you're at 1 HP, which you can see, that's why I'm at right now. So I have to be very cautious with what I do here, but yeah, as you see, was able to knock over the Z, and was able to get the special counter off on the Unicorn Gundam. Actually, no, I think that was actually a Banshee Norn. I don't think there's a regular Unicorn this match here. Probably likely to get those two confused, as I have also been seeing quite a few unicorns, since, again, I did mention that that also joined the RT store. So, aside from the Z Gundam, yeah, the Unicorn Gundam has also been a very popular choice in general recently. But, yeah, that's really all I have to say about the Banshee here. As I mentioned, it has been a pretty hit-and-miss suit for me. Sometimes I'll do really well with it, and sometimes I'll be like last place in the match. So, yeah, it's very iffy. I think now I've been starting to get better with it, and I think when it comes to the unicorn variants that I have, I do think this one here is the one that I have seen the most improvement with. Typically, when it comes to the Phoenix and the Full Armor Unicorn, those were both suits that I kind of did well with first, but then kind of just lost interest in them later on when I, went back to playing suits like the new Gundam and the Moon Gundam. Really, with the Banshee here, the only real alternatives I have when it comes to playing a raid at 700 would be like the Vogule and the Yagdoga GG. I don't think I really have any other 4-star raids. Well, I do have the Violent Custom, but that's another suit I'm not really that good with, so yeah, I just kind of tend to avoid that altogether. I tried to go for the Claw here on the Banshee Norn. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get it, and went for the Tackle. And as you can see, the Claw does also heavy stagger. I believe the Fist also does heavy staggers. I don't think I ever got a real good look at it if it does, but I know for the Claw, yeah, you do have that heavy stagger potential. And yeah, gonna get the, looks like I did get the heavy off on the, Banshee Norn there, but it doesn't look like it knocked him over, so I think that might just be something with the Banshee Norn, probably some skill it has, but hey, that's gonna be the end of this match here. Let's see how we did with the Banshee, and didn't get anyone on the board, and I didn't beat my rival either in this match, but really just the match for me just went so well. I really didn't care about, not beating my rival. 5th place with 3 and 2, still did really well with this match here. And yeah, that's going to be the end of this Banshee gameplay. And yeah, I really, again, have been enjoying this suit, especially, as I mentioned, for Unicorn variants. I don't play those a lot, so really am going to try to keep using this more as I carry on in the future here. Not sure how long that's going to last, though, as we are going to be getting the Penelope, actually, by the time this post, it's actually going to be tonight, by the time I post this video. Yeah, we're getting the Penelope. That's going to be a 5-star raid. Going to be our second 5-star alongside the Z Gundam, so going to be very interested to see how that works. My only worry is history repeating itself, or we're going to have a Hainu and a Nightingale situation. I really hope that's not the case with the Penelope. I do hope it is going to be a really good suit. And yeah, going to try to pull for that when it releases. So, yeah, if I end up getting it, you'll see a testing video of it. And if not, if they release anything else at that time, you'll probably see a video for that instead. But that's going to be the end of this video here. Comment down below what you think about the Banshee. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.